Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you very much for your questions. We'll get on with it. Craig, can you give us an accurate description of Dan's and Macca's celebration of the winner? We, of course, watched it together.
Yeah. A little bit of noise.
Yeah.
A little bit of excitement.
Yes.
Yours was more for the victory.
Yes.
And his was definitely a 99% no extra time.
Well, because it means that
1%
we
England,
yeah.
90% no extra time. Yours was a 50-50.
Terribly true. That's terribly true.
Absolutely.
You didn't show any support. You were just happy to not see
no extra time.
the game lasting.
Like most people.
Yeah.
Nobody likes extra time. You know that.
No.
And we were with you.
Get straight on it. What about Burley being angry at me for getting excited? I'm allowed to be excited.
No, that's the least. You were more excited. World Cup semi-final, Croatia.
Yes,
you completely lost the plot on that.
Yeah. Well, don't forget that he predicted that England will lose.
I think he was wearing an England shirt as well.
I don't think I was.
That's annoying.
I'm embellishing the story.
Oh, I see.
My memory is that
really?
I think you were.
Frank, is Southgate a genius of putting in Watkins? Knight him one more time. Gareth
Next
Southgate.
question, please. No, he's not.
Gareth
he's not.
Manchester.
We talked about that during the show.
We were like, why not? He knew, Frank.
No, that's not being a genius. I would say, finally, he had to put it. Really, come on. Kane has been struggling the whole tournament long. He tried Tony last time, but that was about time, to put Watkins. I mean, with the season that he had and the talent that he had, and he proved that he had to be. And I'm happy for Watkins, but making a statement about Southgate being genius, far from there.
Craig, Southgate said he doesn't have a natural replacement for Calvin Phillips. Has Kobbie Mainoo proved him wrong?
Where did I go with this? Let's be frank about it. Sorry.
No, that's okay. You can be me.
England they can't take it away from them. They're in the final, but you'll just...
Mainoo's been a positive, though.
No. Listen.
Mainoo's better than Calvin Phillips.
Oh, yes, of course.
Listen,
It's a ridiculous statement.
The young guy's got barely any experience. Only a little bit of experience.
Yeah.
And he's playing at club level.
Yes.
He's playing for England.
Yeah.
But there's let's see when they play Spain. But we're not comparing those two. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're just not.
For the panel, yesterday's Argentina-Canada game, De Paul got a ball kicked lightly into his back and he rolled around like someone shot him. Who during your playing days was that dramatic in
No, first we have to talk about De Paul,
Nobody is like Rodrigo De Paul.
No, but how was possible? The guy just pushed the ball onto his back, right? And it was like somebody stabbed him,
Frank, there was one before that where the man tackled him. Hardly touched him. He went flying and rolled over.
And the ref gave a yellow card.
And then the goalkeeper runs 40 yards, starts shouting and screaming, and somebody else ran.
Yeah.
He hardly touched him.
Yeah. They were complaining
about... And that was the first one.
Yeah. Nobody touching the ball, just being on the floor.
Yes.
I mean, that's appalling
so
for football.
unlikable.
And they should, because we have VAR, I know it's not part of the rule, but when they see that, they should give a yellow card to the guy for pretending.
Right.
Because that's what it was.
That was awful yesterday, but I've seen that 1,000 times from Rodrigo De Paul.
I played with one of my teammates after he became my teammate, and Kaziragi. I played against him the year before the World Cup. We played a game against Italy at the Parc des Princes. I remember he was like 2 yards away from me, but he calculated, because he's very smart, that the ref was there, so he couldn't see the space between me and him, and he controlled the ball with the chest and fell, like I pushed him. And I was like 2 yards away, and it worked. The ref gave a free kick.
Where was the linesman?
And I said,
what was he doing?
Well, I don't know, he was sleeping. He was at the bar, I don't know, he was maybe the restroom. And I swear, I clapped Kaziragi and I said, wow, that was acting. That was great. Yeah. That was great. All Italian, they knew how to do that. Not Kaziragi, Inzaghi.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Inzaghi was diving like he was in a swimming pool all day long.
Right, I mean,
I'll come and tackle you in a minute. What did we tell you before the show started? Don't answer questions that are not asked.
We're from the UK.
We have to
test that.
We're busy tonight.
You're busy. It's true. We have to go to the bar.
I don't want you digressing in some story down the line.
Okay, don't get upset.
I
paid for the beer. I paid for the first.
You're paying for the first 6 rounds now because of that Kaziragi story.
I swear to God.
Could you see fatigue being a factor for England in the Euro?
No. Next question.
Do you think Southgate might have to factor in fatigue when picking his starting 11?
Are you crazy?
Is he going to start Kane?
Of course he's going to start Kane.
He's going to start Trippier?
Well, it all depends on how fit Luke Shaw is, but probably.
You cannot put Trippier out of the final. He played the whole tournament long, and the last game you're not going to give him.
Because you owe it?
Yeah, but he'll be off
because he's friendly
today
with them, and he will put Trippier for sure. I can bet on it.
It'll probably be the same team that started again.
Yeah.
And if you get or even think about getting fatigued
Palmer.
in the European Championship final.
To be fair, even though Ollie Watkins has scored, it's a 50-50, Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins.
Right, yeah.
Because I mean,
Everyone's got to keep
I
everyone
tell you,
happy.
you pay for the second shot because that wasn't a question.
Did you say shot?
Yeah, whatever it is.
No, we're not doing shot.
Question for Craig.
Oh, God.
How should England play against Spain to win the final?
I tell you what, I don't think England will have too much choice how they play against Spain. Although I know we've talked in this show about how Spain don't smother teams to death with 80% possession anymore. They can still keep the ball for fun if they need to. Yeah. So I'd be interested to see, because if you invite this Spanish side onto you,
you're going to have to get.
We said it all.
You're going to have to get somebody near Rodri and Fabian Ruiz on you. You have to try and stop them from playing.
Yeah,
I know, but that is what he's going to have to do.
No.
And whether he's just going to play Declan Rice and Kobbie Mainoo exactly like he did today, well then you might as well just let Spain just completely dominate the play. But you're going to have to do something to change it up. Because
Just explain that a bit more to you. Why would that just let Spain play if you have Rice and Mainoo? What's the problem there?
No, someone's going to have to. No, I mean the way they play at the moment, because they like to drop so deep themselves. So if Spain dominate possession, which you fully expect them to do, and want to play out from the back, England are going to have to do something different and have to go forward and have to try and stop their best players from getting on the ball, from turning and playing forward. And their best players are Fabio Ruiz and Rodri, and they're going to have to just go nice and tight with them and try and break them down. Unai Simon wants to play out from the back. We know what Spain want to do. It's how you're going to try and stop them from doing that. And if he just sits back, it's going to be Spain victory.
One of the earlier questions was Kobbie Mainoo. You've got this midfield battle coming up, but you've got Ruiz and Rodri, who are great on the ball, particularly Rodri.
Yeah.
And then Spain, because Pedri's not there, they've got a runner from the middle of the park, and Dani Olmo.
Yeah.
A guy who'll do a bit of everything, but mainly he's running off the ball. So is England going to let Declan Rice track that? Because that's going to take him out of the game going forward. So there's a lot of
and you will have to deal with Trippier with Lamine Yamal.
But you know what Spain are going to do, don't you? You know how they're going to play. You know how they're going to play right now. And that's up to us, the team who are the underdogs. Right, what do we do to stop them? What do we do to stop Dani Olmo running forward? What do we do to stop Rodri, Fabian Ruiz getting on the ball? Unai Simon will play out from the back. We need to get lovely and tight and try and win the ball there and kill them off at the...
You're buying the rounds now, because that question was from me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but it says England.
This
and then it says Spain.
For you, Mac.
You pay.
Macca, where is football going?
Oh.
Hint,
Where is football going?
Hint, it rhymes with gnome.
He's going home.
Final question.
Spain doesn't rhyme with home.
Madrid? No, doesn't know.
Home.
Final question. How unbearable will you clowns be if England wins the lot?
Well, I won't be unbearable.
I don't think you will be. Frank, you want Spain to win because they're the better team.
That's just because they're the better team. I have nothing against England, that's it.
And I think the same goes to you.
What?
You want Spain to win because they're the better team?
I mean, Steve Nicol will be unbearable. Won't he be crying his eyes out for weeks on end?
He's suffering a lot.
Is it kind of an insult to say clowns?
Yeah, clowns is an insult.
So we have to try. We have the right to insult people.
No, would you like a riposte?
No, because I don't know that guy, so I don't like to insult people that I don't know. So why he's insulting us?
Listen, we insult you every time you come on the show from France.
Yeah, but you do that out of the show.
No, we
you do it.
Show.
I didn't mention.
But you keep calling everybody morons or something.
That's true. But I thought it was.
What's the French word?
But I was accurate.
What's the French word for muppet?
Muppet?
Frank Leboeuf.
Moron is crétin for moron.
Cretin.
Yeah, but muppet.
Muppet?
They haven't got a word in France. You bunch of muppets. You can't even have a word for muppet.
What do you call the Muppets?
I don't know. It's we don't have a word for Muppet. The Muppet Show. We got the poupées. The poupée is a doll. It's like a doll or whatever.
You haven't got a word for it, have you?
No, we don't have. We don't have all the words to describe what we think about the Scots, but we don't have Muppet.
What's your word? No, don't.
Stevie's in the bar already. Let's go. We will
Somebody must be
Let's go and celebrate.
Yes. We'll be back tomorrow.
Maybe.
What's happening tomorrow?
Thursday. I'm here.
Oh, we'll be looking back at Colombia, Uruguay. Be sure to join us.